My name is Xavier, and welcome back to Served Cold, the very next contract mission. Let's jump right in. $2 million with 4 salvage. Sweet. 2.5 stars here. Let's see what they say. Lord Corrosis recently talked up how dangerous this ship's security detail is. That's foreboding. I suggest approaching this job with an abundance of caution, Commander. All right. Anvelt, in orbit, first moon of Smithon. As you heard, House Corrosis has suffered greatly at the hands of the Directorate. We can't change that, but we can show Lord Corrosis that we're his allies, and that our word can be trusted. We need his help with our data archive, yes, but that isn't why I agreed to this mission. If we are to prevail against the Directorate, I must unite the founding houses under the Restoration's banner. Without their support, we'll have no way of replacing our losses. Understood, Lady Arano. Let's get into the specifics of this job he's given us. I seem to remember something about a dropship. She's called the New Grand. She's a transport vessel, ostensibly civilian, named for an old line of yard ships. What's a yard ship? A class of jump-capable spacecraft that were built with integrated docks and shipyard facilities. Huh, okay. You guys can read the rest of that if you want to pause it, but... The New Grand has been certified for commercial flight in the Directorate, the Capellan Confederation, and the Taurian Concordat. In all other ways, she's completely unremarkable. At least, that's what her official paperwork says. I gather that Lord Corrosis disagrees with the official paperwork. That's right. He claims that the New Grange is running weapons into the Oregon Reach to supply the Directorate's war effort. Her crew has been using an old commercial port on Anvil to fuel up between trips. Ships like this one could help to maintain or explain the Directorate's unexpected strength of arms. It's in our interest to destroy it. Destroy a dropship? Isn't that evil? Isn't that what someone said? Like, no one's supposed to destroy dropships in this universe because they haven't made them for hundreds of years, but... According to the intel we've been given, the New Grange is carrying more armor than any Union-class dropship has any right to. Attacking her directly will be a waste of time. Thankfully, Lord Madeira has found an alternative approach. The Anvelt fueling station was designed for civilian use. It isn't a hardened target, and its components can't withstand a sustained attack. If we go in while the New Grange is refueling and blow the station's primary fuel reservoir, her armor won't count for much. The resulting explosion will smash her like an egg. Oh, I don't want to blow it up. I'm sure that Los Gross is telling the truth. It would be a disaster if we took out a civilian dropship. Yeah, that sounds true. For my own study of the New Grange and the situation on Anvelt, I'm convinced that Lord Corrosis is telling us the truth. There's something deeply suspicious about this ship. She isn't the commercial transport she pretends to be. The New Grange may not be what she says she is, but that doesn't necessarily make her worthy of destruction. I think that's true. We should be a little cautious here. I'm no more eager for unnecessary bloodshed than you are. I hope that you know me well enough to recognize that. If we can raise the New Grange on the comms, I will offer her captain a chance to surrender. I'd rather take prisoners than fill graves. The Reach has seen too much death already. I'm guessing this is not going to work out. Alright, let's roll! Yang. Hang on a second, boss. If this job were as easy as blowing up a fuel tank, Corrosis wouldn't have done it himself already. So what's the catch? I mean, why send us after an easy target? Yang. Always the smart guy. Lord Corrosis sent the last remnants of his personal guard after the New Grange 2 weeks ago. A lance of hardened Mech-warriors. They were summarily destroyed. A complete loss. There were no survivors. Yeah, I know that's what a complete loss means. I don't like the sound of that. What do we know about their defenses? Nothing. Lord Corrosis didn't provide us with any specifics. We should approach this drop with an abundance of caution. Bring the strongest lance you can field and keep your eyes open while you're on the moon's surface. And I'd recommend bringing a heat-efficient lance if possible. Anvelt's atmosphere and climate will quickly overwhelm your heat sinks. Oh, bloody hell. I don't have strong mechs, and I don't have heat sinks. So, I am not prepared for this, but you know what? I'll just play better. That's all. Anvil is a high-temperature environment. Got it. I'll plan accordingly. Go. That would be good wise hunting on the comms. Go, 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 go. Alright, now, by plan accordingly, I mean just not do that at all. Let's bring... let's see here. Lance Leaf is my new guy. I don't know what to do with him. We have this dragon. I wanted someone who can shoot to man that. Who's my best gunner? Maybe Surf, actually. Although we have all these missiles here, anyone can fire a missile. Well, then again, anyone with, like, what is it, 4 tactics can do better at missiles. Lance Leaf. Both of these guys have that. All right, Lace Leaf. That's his name. There you go, Lace Leaf. You got the new Shadowhawk with the missiles. I either have the Panther or I have the Kintaro. Kintaro has a bunch of short-range missiles, a little bit of long. It could be... I mean, it could be decent. It's probably not that great of an idea to have the Panther in this one. Let's bring the Kintaro, I suppose. We'll give Medusa the Kintaro. Wonderful. All right, well, I'm not super prepared for this. We got a short-range missile mech in the Kintaro, a long-range missile mech in the Shadowhawk, and we've got Surf Heater in the stock Dragon, which seems to have a couple of, or just one AC-5, LRM, couple medium lasers. Really weird setup. And then lastly, we got Marty Stomp. Marty Stomp basically carrying the entire squad here because they're all kind of dopes. Let's roll.
Command interface initiated.
Ooh, that's one hot-looking moon. There's a lot of activity on the ground, Commander. It looks like the New Granges being prepped for launch. Oh, New Grange is. There's a typo. Another one. You're going to have a tight timetable to get in there and blow station's fuel reservoir before it lifts off. Get in there and blow the stations. Wow, 2 typos in 1 line, guys. What's going on here? All right. I'm seeing turret emplacements and light battle mech activity on the ground. I'm seeing a battle mech right there. Looks like maybe a Panther. But it appears that the security detail we were warned about is off-site for now. Sumiri will be monitoring her sensors for any signs of incoming dropships. Looks like a pretty generic dropship to me. Boy, that thing is huge, though. She's got that right, Commander. If I see anything, you'll be the first to know, and I'd advise you to be wary of the secondary landing pad up here on the ridge. If we're dropping a defensive lance, that's where I'd do it.
Good hunting,
all right.
Commander. I'll be running ops for you from here.
What are our issues here on this planet? So, first, Martian biome. Units in a partial vacuum sink only 75% of their normal heat. That's going to be very painful. Guarded and entrenched. All right, that's just how we start out, so.
Receiving you.
Boy, I am so not prepared for this. Let's make a plan of attack, right? So if they're going to have reinforcements up here, can I come up in this direction? Maybe. I probably want to avoid the reinforcements, attack from the left first, so that when the reinforcements do come in, they have to funnel towards me down here, and I can take cover and hide in this kind of area. We could have some snipers up here, maybe long range. So let's do that, since we have snipers in Lace Leaf here. Welcome to the squad, Lace Leaf. We'll get you up there.
Good to go.
All right. Whoa, that was
My
fast.
sensors detect a new adversary.
Okay. Well, that's actually not so bad, because I can easily take this thing out with just a target lock, I think.
Commander.
Oh, no, Decker had the target lock. We don't have a target lock. Bloody hell. All right.
Orders.
Kintaro is kind of a short range, so we'll bring that down. Wow, the Kintaro has some range, though. We'll bring Medusa and Stomp down here, and then we're going to leave Surf up top here with the long-range missiles and the AC-5.
Moving to position.
Ooh, look at my dragon! Look at my dragon. Look at it. Oh,
yeah.
Looks so good. I hate the look of this biome, but I like the art style of it. They did a good job. What the hell? Commando. I'm getting to know them by face now. All right. Medusa dodges here in the Kintaro. Fantastic. What else do we got? Your turn. All right. Let's see what's going on. So he's on a number 4, and then we've got a turret here and a turret there. So we probably want to avoid them with line of sight if possible.
Yes, Commander.
I really want to fire up these SRMs here. What's our best odds on those? Looks like if we come all the way down there, not so fantastic. We have 1 long-range missile. We do have the bulwark here if we just stand still. What's our odds from where we are? Very bad. All right. We also have 3 evasion there. How can I pop off some of that? Well, it might make sense to have Marty come up. Shoot some of that off.
How might I help?
Or maybe Lace Leaf. Just shoot some of his evasion off, because it is quite a bit. We could pop a precision strike here, I suppose. Do I really need to? Not so much. I feel like Lace Leaf is going to be like the weakest character this time around. 40%. Woo! That's a bad shot. You know what? I don't know. It's either that or I have him shoot the turrets. Let's start off, actually, with Medusa here. We'll move up until we can get much better odds on his short-range missiles. Looks like right there is where I need to be. Now, I know I'm going to give up my brace, but I'm okay with that. kind of odds do we have? All 55s? Good. Let's do that.
Location confirmed.
65s maybe? I don't know. Katana looks kind of cool. But it's not actually that great, in my opinion. Or at least doesn't fit my style. Anyway, 65 through 55 with a little bit of a 30. I think we probably... Woo! Look at that heat. I think we want to not shoot anything that's really bad. Odd-wise. Yeah, let's just go for these. That's a huge Alpha Strike right there. Hey, Commando.
Firing on target.
What's going on? Right in the face! Holy! SRM ammo explosion destroyed. Right torso
Got
destroyed.
armor.
Pilot injured. Right arm destroyed. Poor guy. Those SRMs hit like a truck. Oh, hello. Didn't realize there'd be more. Yo! Hit for 45. All right, we're fine. Poor Medusa. I haven't seen him. I think I only used him once a long, long, long time. And I don't know what that thing is, but I'm sure it's a lot stronger.
Need something, Chief?
Let's move up here now with Marty Stomp. We need to get vision on these things. And at the same time, we need to get in a position where he can just hang out and get bulwark. Now, we should be fine to kill this thing, and we should go ahead of this one next turn. Well, it's on a 3, so maybe, maybe not. I'm not going to blow my vigilance or precision here, although we do have an 86%. I may use it in a second, but for now, I think we're good. Yeah, we should be able to kill this thing without using it, and then we can maybe use precision on something else if we need to. Anywho's, let's just fire with all the guns. That little commando, though, face down in the dirt.
Kill.
Boy. Shouldn't have come up here to say hello, I'll tell you that much. Alright, Lace Leaf, you're up. Oh, nope, I guess you're not, actually. Looks like the AI has got another mech there in the middle, medium mech. Can we move? Oh, perfect. We can move over here, get vision on that one turret. I don't think the other one will have vision on us. We can get 2 evasion, and our odds on this turret should be perfect. Oh, what's that down there? Turret generator. Can I shoot that out of line of sight? No, I can't. I'm gonna have to have direct line of sight to it. All right, well, let's move down. I believe that one's behind the wall and won't be able to see us.
Be there in a jet.
All right, direct fire line of sight, light shredder turret. Looks good. That should be no problem whatsoever. Do we need the medium laser? I'm just thinking about heat being an issue. God, this planet looks so hot and thematic.
Target confirmed.
All right, one last turret.
Turret destroyed.
What a good-looking thing. Look at this. The moon's up there and everything. Or no, where's the moon? That must be the sun.
Standing by.
All right, Surf's on a 2, and he's up now. He has all kinds of random stuff, but we got no shots. Oh, actually, over here I have a shot. Apparently, if I move right there on turret generator, maybe that powers this turret. I don't know. Maybe it powers a different turret. Fuel pumping station. We got nothing else we can really shoot, though, so I may as well just come down here and shoot it. AC5, LRM, 85, 85. Heat is not a concern here at all. Let's fire.
Roger.
All right, well, barely did anything. What's happening? Sensor lock. Something. What the hell is this? Whoa! Whoa! Holy, lots of shot. That's weird. They marked Surf, but then they shot at Lace Leaf with a lot of guns there. Felt like a ton of AC5s. Dude, like 4 AC5. Maybe that was it. Maybe there's just a bunch of turrets that I can't see off screen. No, I doubt it. And that over there is another turret generator. Could be another turret. Bunch of turrets, actually. Well, we know where they are. And
Standing by.
I guess I'm kind of not using my morale, and I should have used some of it. I don't really want to take any damage. If I wait, they both get to go. But at the same time, will I be able to move down here and shoot? If I move down here, we're going to be under fire from a lot of different directions. And we're not going to... Well, actually, if I move down there, we will have vision, and then I can pop a bulwark. You know what? Maybe I should do it just to get the game going here. Let's do it. We'll move on down, and we'll see what's going on with Marty Stomp. Oh, what do we got? A Wolverine and a Shadowhawk. All right, let's pop the Vigilance now. Looking good. And how much damage can we actually put out here? 50, 50, 50, 50, and over here we're looking at nothing. All right. Well, this wouldn't be so bad. I may want to actually call this shot even though we're going to blow through a lot of morale, mostly to wound it before it gets to take a turn in literally right after I'm done taking this shot. Going to give us all 70s, 65, no overheat, but pretty close. Let's just go for something, AC5, where is it? Left arm. AC5 ammo, right arm. We should probably go for the right arm then. 22% on the right arm, 29% on the right torso. Where is the SRM ammo? That's in the left torso. I think we're better off going over here for this ammo and this arm. Right arm. Looks good. 22%. Not the best odds. We got a million shots here. A fire hole.
Here you go.
Nice. Holy, ton of those hit. Woo! There we go. Marty, stop. Learned that doofus a lesson. Hey, friend. Where'd your AC5 go, huh? Where'd it go? What are you going to do now? Shadowhawk's going to run up. I'm a little bit scared because Surf is sitting right here. Nope, they're shooting at Marty Stomp. Beautiful. I'll take all that, and I'll raise you a bunch more lasers in your face next turn. I'm going to need to cool down, though, pretty soon. Let's see. So next up... Oh, he got knocked back because he had a pilot injury. All right, so after the both of us go, he will then go. I could probably maybe take him down, but we have another thing down here. I don't know what it is. What is this? This is a turret right there. This is on a 2, because he got knocked back. This is on a 3. This is on a 4, so it's got to be something small. With that
What's
being
the
the
plan?
case, LRMs, friends, LRMs. Let's come over here. What's our odds? Very bad. Can we get a little bit closer, maybe? I think they'll get in the ideal range. Yeah, there we go. 50%. I like that a lot. Let's angle up towards everybody.
Of course.
God, we got the full male squad this time. That's so strange. Let's go all 50s on the Wolverine. Ooh, center torso's at a 90. Fighter. Fighter,
I
Lacey.
understand.
Right up and over the wall. Beautiful camera work. I can see so many things. Wait, what just happened? Right? Torso destroyed. No way.
Good.
No way. 2 pilot injuries already on that Wolverine. Holy. Wow, that poor guy. Somehow his center torso is still up. So I think there was there 2 pilot injuries? Did he get one the first time from the arm? Oh, no, maybe not.
Aye, aye.
All right, now this is the one I really need to be a little bit careful about here. So Medusa's got all the short-range missiles, but what is this? Whirlwinds. Whirlwinds reduce movement and spotting distance, but they provide cover. 25% damage reduction. Does not attack with guard. Oh, okay. That's actually really cool. So I can go up there, get a little bit of cover. We could only fire like a missile from up there. Just the LRM, I think. Short-range missiles probably would be terrible. Yeah, and that can't even fire them. Now, if I move down, we're not going to have guard or anything, so... Oh, wait, no, we do have bulwark. Oh, I didn't realize that. Okay. We're going to stay put then. And we're going to fire. We've got the 180 out there. Or I can fire at the Shadowhawk with everything. Well... Can I kill that guy with the 180? No. So I guess I may as well just shoot at the Shadowhawk, even though the odds aren't very good. Or I could end my turn. Problem is, if I end my turn, this guy goes next, the Wolverine. He's going to move up, and he's going to shoot at Medusa here with only 1 evasion and no brace. He'll probably be okay, and then I'll actually be able to kill him a little bit better. So you know what? Let's do that. We'll potentially risk taking a little bit of damage here to get a better shot and a kill experience. A killing experience on the Wolverine. Did he just run into a cloud? I think he did. Okay, bunch of missiles and a couple of lasers on Marty Stomp. Looks like they all hit, but
Damages life.
we're good. He doesn't care. There's a little bit of a light armor wound. Now, back to Medusa. So we get the bulwark when we stay put. Oh, God, he's got cover now, though, and he's got 3 evasion. I guess really wouldn't have been much different from this one. Can I not shoot the Shadowhawk now all of a sudden for some reason? That's weird. Well, if I do this, we're going to massively overheat. Let's try to cool down a little bit, right? Let's shut off a couple of these SRM-6s. They run really hot. Maybe even all of them. Because our... Well, no. I'll leave at least 1 on. Because we actually have a decent chance to kill him. Not that good, but I mean, we can't really hit too much besides his torso or these 3 parts, so... Let's just lay into him a little bit. A fire!
I copy.
2 lasers, 1 SRM. Nice. Center torso, bunch of center torso hits there. A little bit less evasion. That's going to leave him very low, 33 hit points. Surf,
Yes, Commander.
it's all you. Can you get up here and get... Oh, yes, you can. Where is it over here? No, it's right there. It's obscured, though. What about over here? Nope. Down here? Nope. Oh. Oh. What are you doing out there, Surf? You're in the weirdest place. Move up here? Nope. Direct line of... Actually, I do have direct line of sight on the turret if I wanted to use... shoot that. What kind of turret is that? Standard LRM turret. Alright, you know what? Let's blow that LRM turret up. What is this now down here? Oh, on rough terrain. Yeah, direct line of sight over here with Surf is probably just fine. We'll take the turret down because it has tons of LRMs. It'll hit us with in 1 second if we don't shoot it. We won't get that kill, but it's fine. Oh, wait, we have a multi-target. I didn't know Surf had that already. That's good. In that case, maybe I will launch my missiles down here, or alternatively over here at the turret generator. It's 27 hit points. Damage 4 times 10, that's 40. Odds of hitting, 85. What do you guys think? This turret controls 2? I guess it doesn't really matter because I don't have anything else to really shoot, so... What can I lob down here? 55 LRM. Let's do that for 1. For 2, I suppose we'll shoot the actual turret. My lasers can't hit that. Interesting. So we won't kill that thing then. No sense in shooting that. Let's come over here then instead. This is what's like semi-annoying about this because now I can't... There we go. It's finally gone. How many hit points? 27. Surf can only shoot the AC-5 here in the LRM unless we shoot both. All right, let's do this. Let's split it up. We'll assume this turret generator actually does the thing we want. We won't shoot the AC-5. We'll shoot the 2 lasers. Actually, you know what? Let's be safe about it. We'll shoot all the stuff, and then we'll shoot the LRMs down here. That way, in case we hit 2 of them or whatever, or hit 1, miss 1, we'll still be able to kill it with the AC-5. A little bit of an overkill, but whatever. Let's go for it. This better take that turret down. Yep, it did. First shot up with the AC-5 took care of it. Here comes shot in the Wolverine, though, right over the hill. Hey, a whole bunch of free damage there. I'll take it. Whoa, that's a turret for sure. Okay, 1, 2, 3, 4. Oh,
I'm wounded.
Marty, stop with a headshot. No, I can't keep going through MechWarriors like this. Where is that turret? It's way back here. I see. So that turret generator right there is what controls that. I may want to think about trying to take that down.
Commander?
How would I do that? I'd have to get some LRMs on it, and that's going to be Lace Leaf, and he's so far away, I don't even know if he'd have the vision for that. Well, I think, honestly, it's shooting, but it's missing a lot, and we're braced. We can probably take it.
Orders?
We're probably better off just sitting here and eating that shot for right now, and we'll get some vision on that a little bit later. This is where sensor lock would come in huge, so I could actually target that thing. But let's stay put with Marty. Who goes after him? This weird mech I don't know anything about. Okay. And then after that is these 2. Well, let's see if we can't kill this Wolverine. We've got some pretty amazing odds here. We could also split our damage up if we wanted to. But overheating's an issue. Not really. We take off 1 laser and we're good to go. You know what? Take off that one. We'll leave all these on. Awesome. What kind of show? 12? We've only got to hit this guy for 12 in the center torso. All right. Let's do a multi-target. Number 1, we're going to target this Wolverine. Number 2, we're going to target up over there in the Shadowhawk. What is enough to kill the Wolverine? We only have to hit it once in the center torso. So thinking about it, right? How about, like, 3 lasers? We'll put the good laser over here. Wow, 45% because of the evasion, huh? It's fine. Put the SRM over there, I think. And let's just hope one of these 3 hit the center torso. It seems viable to me. No overheat. Go for it.
Roger.
When does Marty Stop ever let us down? Not right there, that's for sure. First shot out of the gun. Boom. Meanwhile, over here in the Shadowhawk, we missed the laser, but we did get 30 damage of armor, I suppose, and 1 less evasion. Not bad. All right, here comes this little friend. I finally get to figure out who he is. A panther! Pew! Okay, shoots Marty right in the chest with a particle cannon.
Damage is light.
He doesn't care much, though. All right, now, who goes after I go? It's going to be this Shadowhawk. So I want to hit that Shadowhawk, like, really, really hard. Can I knock him down? No chance. We got Medusa here with 1,000,000 SRMs, but heat is a problem, and we also have Bulwark, keep in mind. Shoot the LRMs at him. If I move, I lose the Bulwark. At some point, I'm going to have to move. You know what? I'm better off moving after he moves, and then we can move him. So, for now, I think we're going to have to move... Lace Leaf. I think we're going to have to move up here, get a little bit of evasion, get into this, like, steam vent or whatever, and we'll have some pretty okay shots at 50, and we'll be getting closer to range on that turret. Hey, question, can I shoot that turret? Answer? No, can do. All right, let's do what I was talking about. We'll move up here.
Have no doubt, it will be done.
Okay, Lace Leaf. What is he? He sounds like a mad, like, alchemist or something. He's born in the wrong century. LRMs for days!
Of course.
Boy, it looks good, but it doesn't do very much this time around. All right, Shadowhawk's gonna move up. He had 3 evasion, and I just knocked off 1. Let's see how much he gets now. Probably only 1, maybe 2. Nice big hits here on Marty Stomp, but they're only for like 2, except for the autocannon I didn't quite see. Probably like 30. Nope, he's back to 3 evasion again.
Ready for orders.
Very unfortunate, but he's now in range, and I don't have to move for Medusa, and we have all of our SRMs. Problem, of course, is that we can't really fire him because it's super ridiculously hot here in Hot Time Town. Good lord. SRM-6s generate 14 heat. They're kind of insane. Alright, if I don't do this, who's going to go after this? He's already gone. Nobody else is going to go except the turret, so I may as well just take my shot, whatever it's going to be. I guess it's going to be this. It's not great, but whatever. We'll take it. We have Bulwark. We're good. Fire. Hit one of the 45s, and we hit a few missiles. Not bad. Not good, but not bad.
Yes, boss?
All right, Surf, we need you to do something. Do you have any jump jets? No. Could you, You're in, like, the weirdest place. I'm gonna have to sprint you someplace more useful. This is ridiculous. I could at least use some LRMs, but then next turn, will you even have a... I don't know. I'm gonna use the LRMs. We're gonna run over here. We'll use the LRMs to get rid of 1 more evasion. We will at least get 1 character to go. Yeah, let's fire down here. Beautiful. 55. Boom. Nice. Structure exposed at some point. Here comes this cannon once again, shooting Marty Stomp. We got the armor, though. 48 damage there.
I'm showing minor damage.
Just a minor damage. Hit for 48. Whatever. Okay, particle cannon snipe from the Panther. God, he looks good, huh? Woo! Hits Marty Stomp in the knee. What's he gonna say?
Barely a hit, Commander.
He's so nonchalant. Oh, Marty Stomp. You so goofy. All right, after we go, goes this Shadowhawk. So let's keep that in mind.
Good to go.
What can I do to do as much damage to this Shadowhawk as possible right now? I could melee it, of course. It's not gonna do... Actually, we're so hot, that might be a good idea. But at the same time, I think Marty has decent heat sink capacity. Not really, no. We only get... Well, the SRM-6, though, that's an SRM-6++, mind you. I think this one has double stability. That is a lot of potential stability damage if we fire that up. Is there a chance we could knock him down? I doubt it. However, looking at his thing here, 55 on the ammo, and that is the left torso. We're not quite facing that. All right, other options.
Yes, Commander.
Lace Leaf could move here and really lay into that guy. But that's not what we want, because he's got the missiles. It was Surf, and Surf is unfortunately 1 thing back on the Dragon, so we can't use him until the end.
Commander.
And Medusa Heater is like hitting the heat threshold as well, so not a huge amount of value to using him so much this turn. Boy. We're running a little hot here. I would really love to shoot those SRMs, but they're so hot. All right, I think what I'm going to use, actually, we're going to use Medusa, so that leaves the option for Marty to run up and melee something. We'll fire 2 lasers with 65s and an LRM with 80. Not bad. Not great either, though. Okay. Hit the torso there for, I think, 29. AC5 crit. That's not bad.
Inflicted some heavy damage.
All right. That's going to lower his aim with it, and he's probably going to try to use it right now. Yep, and look at that. He does. He fires back and misses on Medusa with his AC5. Hits in the chest a little bit, but we don't care. He didn't even move either, which means he's standing in the open like a complete doofus. And I mean complete doofus. His torso, left torso is at 26.
Waiting for orders.
Boy.
Awaiting orders.
Could I knock him down? No. He is stable, at least.
Receiving you.
How much damage do we get with Marty here? Ideally, what I would like to do... If I run up in melee, though, we lose our brace. I'd like to wait until I have enough morale to move and vigilance at the same time. Otherwise, we're standing in the open with that crazy cannon out there, so... We're probably better off just shooting him. Not that this is going to be ideal, only using half our guns, but I mean, I'm not prepared for this. I'm not prepared! But it's okay. However, should I shoot 1 laser over here to get rid of some evasion? Because we might be able to kill this? No, let's just focus this guy down. Focus him down like we mean it. Fire! 2 medium lasers and SRM++. Beautiful, Marty. SRM ammo! Pilot injured, left torso, left arm, ammo explosion, ammo destroyed, side torso. Marty Stomp, friends. Marty Stomp. Once again has proven...
Reporting.
You just don't mess with the rednecks. You don't do it. Good God, Marty Stomp. Absolute insanity. Absolute insanity. All right, now, as we got that taken care of, should I move over here with lace leaf to a point where we can see this guy and shoot with our laser? Nope, there actually is no point we can do that. Could jump, but I'm not going to jump with this kind of heat. I think we're better off just hanging tight here and shooting whatever missiles we have. Even bad odds, whatever. Hold on. Did this guy already go? Yeah, he did. Well, I guess I just shoot him then. No sense in not. Hold on, what's going on? Let's make sure I'm using fire. I'm clicking on the guy. There we go, 100%.
Go.
Boom. Did we just do double evasion damage to him? I could have sworn he had 3 and now he's got 2. But...
How's it going?
And lastly, we've got the surf. The surf. Oh, boys. The dragon. The dragon gets a use. Hold on, I want a screenshot of the squad here for the thumbnail, potentially. Let me try if I can find, like, a really good one. I think it's Control L? No, Control... Left Control K? There we go. Okay, super laggy, but I'm trying to pick one off here when we're rotating a little bit. Rotate, rotate, rotate. All right, never mind. Never mind. Let's do it, guys. Let's do it. Surf. There's a Panther. AC5, LRM, 80, 75. Looking good. Fire.
Taking the shot.
Boy, I haven't used a AC5 in a long time. Oh, head hit. Pilot injured. Hey, friend. You feeling a little woozy, huh? Okay, here we go. Right back on Marty Stomp again. Armor, armor, armor. Another 36. Marty's like, whatever. Don't worry. He's like a bull. He's like stomping at the ground, just waiting. All right, here comes the Panther now. Oh, what the heck's he doing? What the? You little cheeky Panther.
Standing by.
You're so cheeky. All right, what we're gonna do is move out here. I think we're gonna kind of bank on... Can we see that turret from here? That's really what I wanted to do. Could I melee this guy? No. Maybe I should actually jump out here with Marty Stomp. I could put on vigilance. Would I be able to see that turret? That's the thing I need to know. Apparently not, no. Well, I won't have a shot on it, but maybe... Will it be in my visual range so that someone else can shoot it with a missile is my question. I have no way of knowing these things. We could sprint out there. Looks like that would probably be good enough to see it. You know what? Let's do it. Let's pop the vigilance with Marty Stomp. Let's go for a full-up sprint. I want to just be able to see this thing. Someone else can kill the Panther. I'm not too concerned with that. What's more concerning, the Panther or this thing up here? Well... Probably. Let's right-click on this mech. I can't see him. That's right. Sprint here, maybe. If I could... What the heck? What the... It's saying that I can go here. You guys see this? But I can't go there, okay? Well, coming here, I at least get the cloud. Not that it matters because we have vigilance, so. Okay, I feel like this is broken or something. I don't know what's going on. There we go. Yeah, now I can go there. That was broken. Weird. All right, we're going to dash up here with Marty Stomp. We're going to try to make it so that nobody has a flank. We're just going to stare at the open.
Got it.
I'm going to see what happens. There we go. Another turret.
Reporting.
Now we do have direct line of sight on that turret generator. That's what I want.
What do you need?
What's the plan?
Okay, Laceleaf, we need you to shoot that turret generator with everything. 4 times 10 is 40, 80. 4 times... That's 100. Okay, that's not even enough. You have to hit every single shot to pull this off. And you only have a 55. What if you were to jump? 65. Uh-oh. What if you went up here? 65. And if you were to jump and then shoot, what's the heat looking like? This is where I wish the UI here showed me numbers, because I have to kind of guess like what this is here. It's like half of the remainder. And then what if I were to do a jump? Now I've got to kind of measure from here to wherever the jump goes to. I think we'll be in overheat territory if we do this, but it's probably the best we have unless we can get any better. That's all indirect fire, I think. So let's jump up here. I can't see any other better idea, really. What the heck? It's doing that thing again. I have to go, like, there. And we got all 65s. All right. Looking good.
Here we go.
If we overheat a little bit, we're just going to have to overheat a little bit. Let's fire down here. Yep, we are indeed. I did call it. God, it's so hard to gauge, though. I just wish they gave you the numbers. It'd be so much easier. I think it's actually worth it. We can repair this in like a day. It's not going to be a huge deal. And I've really, really, really got to lay into this thing. Ooh, he did a good job there. All right, Medusa, your LRMs pretty much have to take that down unless... Surf has an LRM as well, and he has multi-target. Is it possible for him to hit that? I believe so. If we were to move down there, could you actually fire from here? Yes, 75. All right, we'll be okay. The problem is the heat, of course. Well, let's do this. Let's just move down. We get a smidgen of evasion. And since we need to cool off with Medusa here anyway, let's have him finish off this turret generator with his 5 LRMs. It's 20 damage. Nice. Absolutely nice that he got it all the way down to 8. Laceleaf did a really good job there. He only had a 65% to hit. Maximum he could have done is like 100 damage, I think. And he managed to do 92. That is fantastic. So Medusa can easily clean this up and not overheat. Perfect. Woo. It's beautiful. Beautiful. That better shut both these turrets off.
I could do this all day.
Generators down, Commander. That should take their turrets offline.
Thanks. Thanks for the tip. All right, now we've got the surf, and that's all we've got. So we've got no jump, and we've got no vision. So what we're going to do is move down here. That'll give us the ideal range on the Panther. We'll take one LRM, because that's all we can do. And that's it. Not a whole lot to it, really. Oh, what? Surf, right arm destroyed. And that's his particle cannon, too. What the? I didn't even look. Was that weak or something? That's insane. That is so awesome, because that's like all of this guy's damage capacity, except for a few short-range missiles that Medusa's like, yeah, whatever. I don't care. Fine. All right, now, there comes a time in everyone's life when you just have to Falcon. Oh, what the hell? No, never mind. Head ram in the left arm, left torso. Pilot injured. Evasion. Oh, shoot him in the back, too, just for good measure. Unsteady evasion. Whew. Lots of updates there. Who else wants little fun times with smashy bashies? Oh, what? Is there no room to fit more characters in there? Or we just can't fit? I don't think we can fit. I guess we'll have to move, like, down here. What about over here? No, can I turn, like, some of these things on? Move over there? Yeah, that'll have to work. Oh, I really wanted to smash him. I really, really, really did, but it didn't work out like that. We'll take whatever shots we can get here. The medium lasers are okay. Shut the LRM off. Turn the SRM on. We can only get, like, one of them, apparently. We're probably actually better off shooting the SRMs instead of the lasers when applicable, which is not right now. Let's do that. Bam, fire. Boy. Right. Torso destroyed. Pilot injured.
Target's taken a critical hit.
Boy, that guy must have, like, 0 health. And by 0, I mean
Yes,
1.
Commander.
If I could melee him, we could actually,
You have orders?
incapacitate and capture the mech entirely. Do I care, though, about a Panther? Not really. Plus, I'd have to melee anything but his torso. You know what, though? I mean, sure. Let's come in here in reserve. And let's see if we can pull this off. Nope. No melee. How sad. How sad. I wish we had the melee, but we don't. I could do a death from above. That would be dumb. Let's just move down. We'll shoot the guy, like, point blank. I don't understand why we can't melee him, honestly. I could move to right here. Like, how is that not a meleeable spot? I don't know. Anyway, we're just gonna fire everything, because why not?
Roger that.
Poor guy.
Commander, that dropship is about to take off. You have to stop it.
Oh, we have fun. I didn't even know this was a timed mission. I was just sitting here like, yeah, whatever. I'm good. Let's sprint up here with basically everybody.
Move order received. Coordinates received.
I think we'll just brace up here with Lace Leaf. Calm down a little bit.
Stabilizing and bracing.
Now, what about those reinforcements everybody was on about?
I've got a Directorate Leopard moving in on your position.
Aha!
Judging by the markings, it's a House Espinosa ship.
Okay, so we know they're coming up there.
Defense Force Lord Kuros has warned us about. Be ready.
So we're looking at 250 damage we have to pump into this thing, right? Now, this is important stuff because... What is this? Dangerous. Units of this location are at risk of destruction. Okay. So I need to take up good positions against the incoming mechs. I've also got to deal damage against this, and I've also got to cool down. So that's kind of a lot of things, if you think about it. We want to probably get Medusa someplace where we'll be ready next turn. I don't know if I want to sprint so much. Maybe just move and we can lob some lasers over there, cool down a little bit. I don't know.
Ready.
Actually, Marty's in a much better position to do stuff like that. Let's bring him... Okay, no sprint. Regular move. This is an interesting mission. Make sure we have a shot there, right there. Beautiful. Up he goes. We'll shoot whatever we can, which, from the looks of it, is quite a bit. Yeah, that... I don't think that'll take it down, but it'll do a lot.
Got it.
This is the captain of the New Grange. Hold your fire, damn it. We are a civilian transport, not a military dropship. I know what you are. Power down your engine to surrender, or your ship will be destroyed. I can't do that. I repeat, hold your fire. There are unarmed people on this vessel. We've got a hold full of passengers. You'll be murdering them if you destroy that tank. I already know what your ship is carrying, and it isn't civilians. Captain, I'm giving you one last chance to surrender. If you refuse, what happens next will be on your head, not mine. Listen to reason and power down now. I mean, if you were sitting in a ship, right, and people are blowing up your fuel tanks, what are you gonna be like? No, I'd rather die. Like, come on. They've cut the comms feed, Lady Arano. I'm picking up increased activity on my sensors. They're making a run for it. And they left us no choice. We're blowing the fuel reservoir.
Let's do what we came here for, Commander. Take that dropship out.
Oh, God. I don't like it.
Standing by.
Let's take a look at the health here. 115. Okay, we barely did half our damage to it. You know who we should actually have shoot this more than anybody? Is Surf.
Goods to go.
Let's move Surf up the hill a little bit. Actually, you know what? He can snipe from back here just fine. Let's move him into this forest. Or vent or whatever. Steam vent. Let's get a little bit closer for the lasers, although I know the cannon will be less accurate closer. But not even, actually. Not even, actually. Should I use the LRMs or no? Well, 50, 95. If I don't, we have no chance of killing it. If I do, we have some chance of killing it. So, all in, guys. All in. Okay. We didn't kill it. It's down to 4. That is...
Awaiting orders.
Why couldn't you just listen to reason? Okay, we're really, really hot here on Medusa. I think what we want to do is sprint up with him. He does have the bulwark, so I guess he can be the new tank. Marty did take quite a few hits there. And then last but not least, we're going to have Lace Leaf, rather. First of all, let's rotate him in place so he's facing better. And then secondly, let's finish this up. We're just going to fire the LRM-5++, because that's all we need. See you later, drop ship.
Good to go.
Oh, God.
I believe that.
Oh, God. That's done it. The new Grand is down. That should satisfy our obligation to Lord Corrosus. Oh, here comes a bunch of mechs. That's a dragon I can see in the front. Don't know about the other two, though.
Incoming transmission.
Oh, boy. Is that... That's like not a dragon. It's like a dragon with no hands. I don't know what these things are. It looks pretty scary, though. Incoming transmission. Victoria! You fool! Do you have any idea what you've just done? You'll pay for that with your life, a mercenary filth. I was wondering when we'd see her again. Victoria, if I had known you'd be here, I'd have taken the field myself. A pity you didn't. We could have ended this war here and now. I suppose I'll have to content myself with your prized mercenaries. Watch as I tear them to shreds. I don't think that's going to happen. Destroy the Directorate kill team. Defeat Lady Victoria Espinosa. That's quite the frigging tall order, especially since we're still a little bit hot here. Firestarter! Yes, yes, yes! I love you, Firestarter! Come to the dark side! Okay, you're going to shoot up a Kintaro a little bit. Medusa, rather, in the Kintaro. Looks like you hit a once. Alright, who goes next after we go? Centurion. Alright, well, we have one of those. This one has LRM, AC-10, laser. Alright, not a bad loadout. Dragon, on the other hand, has got medium laser, AC-5. That's such a bad loadout, it's ridiculous. Well, what I need to do is make sure someone is up here who can tank. So, I think the plan is, let's get Medusa to go first. He'll lose his evasion, and then he'll go into bulwark if we just stand still and shoot. What kind of shots do we have? Well, Firestart is down there. We got really good shots on this Centurion, but I'm not sure what with. Just the LRM, apparently. That's not what we're looking for. What's our shots on this Dragon? Probably also nothing. Well, in that case, since I need Medusa to go into bulwark right now, I guess I could use Vigilance if I wanted to. No, I still need him to go right now. Could move him up and shoot someone else, though, instead of this Firestarter. Honestly, the Firestarters are like really good close range. Yeah, see? Flamer. 4 Flamers and 2 MGs. And everybody's super hot. We need to take this thing down. That's what I want to do. In fact, I might stand here and use Precision Strike right now. Because this is some serious business. What kind of odds would we have? All very good, but we're going to overheat if we do this. I could drop off one of the lasers, and we'd be fine. And we could go for, I don't know. Let me see where everything is here. Medium laser, flamer. Probably all pretty equally spread out. MG ammo on the torso. Okay, MG. Let's go for that torso then. Right torso. 29%. Pray for some luck. Pray for some luck. Let's see it, Medusa. You've been basically like a bench warmer this whole campaign. Now is your time to shine. Woo! Oh, boy! Well, he took that torso clean off the Firestarter, and we got a pilot injured. Here comes the Centurion. It's probably going to shoot at Medusa now, I think. Medusa's just being like... Yeah, it sure is. Taking a shot to the knee there for 30. Hit for 12 as well. Bunch of missiles peppering him for 2, like 10 times. Whew. Medusa's being brazen. I like it. Just running up there in the open, standing still, targeting, blowing arms off, just being a generally awesome guy. Now, what kind of shots do we have here? Actually, we have nothing with Marty. That sucks.
You have orders?
All right, Lace Leaf, you're up. Who goes after this? Well, We don't get a chance to go with Surf until the next turn, and that's when their dragon goes and whatever. Oh, they had got 2 heavy mechs. Interesting. All right, well. So, let's see. I think we should take this fire starter down. We got all 50s here with Lace Leaf. That's not very good. Why are they so bad with the odds? Evasion, target move +4, target size +2, height difference -1. Really? The target size makes that much of a difference? What if we were to, can we even... Is there any place we can even move to? No. What if I were to jump down to here? Would it be any different? No, 55. Could I jump all the way down here? No, we got very little jump capacity. All right, well, I suppose the plan is we just light up the fire starter. The other option is to shoot the Centurion, but that's even worse odds. Back there is decent odds on the Dragon, but it's in guard mode. So let's try to take down this fighter starter. A little bit extra damage from Lace Leaf. Ooh, look at that. It's so good looking. Ooh, okay.
Good to go.
And now it's Marty's turn. And this is a fascinating event because I can't shoot anything, but if I move, we don't get bulwark. And there's no place to move to. I guess I can just delay and wait for the heavy mechs, and then at least we get some cover. So let's do that and see if anything better comes out of this. All right, here comes the dragon. It looks so cool, but it's kind of a big dope. Bunch of big shots here on Medusa. He's just taking it like a champ. Having 2 tanks is interesting. The last battle, or maybe the one before that, I had 0 tanks. And it was really weird. I had to, like... That was the one where I got knocked out for like 3 months. But that one I had no tanks, so we're jumping all around. We're doing like canoodling, trying to avoid line of sight. This time we've got 2 tanks. We're just like standing in the open, spreading damage all over the place. It's fascinating. Anyway, after we go once, they get to go. And that's probably going to be Victoria, and I don't know what she's using. Probably something really cool. I want to kill this fighter starter while we have an opportunity to. It's very unstable.
Receiving you.
And Surf is sitting here with the ability to shoot stuff. He's got a direct... I don't know, it's obscured, actually. 65, 55, 50, 65. What about up here? 60, 60, AC5. Okay, 65 here is even better. Kind of like these odds. They're not like fantastic or anything, but they're plenty good for me. Let's just try to level this fire starter like right into the ground. Only problem is we're just going to have cover, but maybe we'll be far enough away that that's going to be acceptable. Acceptable! What if I moved even further, though? Just kind of thinking things through, like... What are all these rocks? Are these must be way higher than I realize, rather, not recognize. Yeah, they are way higher than I realize. So what if I came, like, way over here? We'd still have line of sight, but we'd be further back, where it's unlikely anyone could hit us. We had a 75-75 there, but we lose the lasers. Right now, we got very good shots on a lot of... Oh, you know, I'm just going to stay here for 1 turn. Surf can probably take it in the Dragon anyway. He hasn't really been targeted yet. And other than the LRMs potentially targeting someone else, nope. We're going to go all in here on this one. All in. 65, 55, 50, 65. I want a fighter, but those odds from the obstruction are so annoying. Hey, what is the obstruction odds, actually? That's one thing I've been wondering. Obstructed, so it's minus 10%, basically. What if I moved, like, here? But then I lose the medium lasers. All right, let's just take the shots. They're fine enough. Surf, fire. Take the fighter starter down. Nice.
You will not defeat us. I will break you, mercenary scum.
All right, well, that's 2 fighter starters, if assuming I win this mission. I just need a 3rd one. Catapult. Oh, God. Someone was warning me about this. Yee! 2 particle cannons. Okay. I can deal with that.
Orders.
Why would anyone think that's a problem? No problem. What's the deal here with Smarty? So, Smarty. Didn't mean to say that. So this Centurion's going to go next turn. I don't really understand why Marty's on a lower initiative roll right now. He's injured once. Was he injured this turn? That's what knocked him back? I can't remember. No, I think it was a while ago. Oh, because I reserved. So my thinking is I can probably safely move up here and shoot, and then he'll go at the beginning of next turn, at which point I can then use him and get the bulwark almost immediately. And I like that idea a lot. So it doesn't really matter where we go. Let's just move straight forward. Kind of look around here. We've got 48 morale. 48%. We're going to go... Let's see. Next turn we go once, and then the Centurion goes. What should I focus on? Let's take a look at the catapult here. 2 particle cannons, 2 MGs, 2 medium lasers. 2 particle cannons. It sounds bad, but it's not that bad. AC-10, LRM, medium laser, medium laser. I'm not sure what to go after exactly. 800 armor, 500, 880. Maybe I should go after the easiest thing to kill. And if that's the case, maybe now's a good time for a precision strike, because Marty can actually, I think, fire every single one of his guns and not overheat. And that would give us much better odds all around there. This guy does have a lot of evasion, but still, we can punch through a little bit of it with the precision strike. Let's look for ammo. Okay, double ammo in the right torso. Double ammo on the left torso. Either way, we're good on that. It's just a matter of what do we destroy. We destroy the AC-10 in the right arm, and we destroy the LRM-10 in the left arm. So let's go, I think, for the right one. Let's actually take a look really quick. Either one's basically the same odds, if you ask me, in terms of, like, facing. So 29% right torso. We're going to try to aim, if at all possible, for that AC-10 ammo. And how much armor does he have here? 48. Well, with 2 hits, we could actually punch through that. So let's see how it works out. Fire! Marty Stomp! Oh, missiles! Okay, yeah, Marty Stomp, yes! That's what I'm talking about. He hit, I was thinking that when he shot, he hit with the 2 lasers, opened up the opportunity, and the missiles went right in there, and they crit that ammo rack. Boom. Just like that. See you later, AC-10. Okay, let me... Always screwing that up. Now we need to go with Marty Stomp again, because we want him to immediately get his free bulwark. So he's going to move first. I think we're just going to go for a regular shot at this point. We'll go right back on that Centurion. Can't quite do everything, though, without overheating. So let's cut off whatever the lowest odds are. There we go. That's actually really good how much he can shoot. Really good. He's going to go, of course, right after this and get a lot more evasion. But you know what? I'm fine with it. Marty Stomp, once again, show us how it's done. Okay, a couple of misses there. And a bunch of misses there, too. Well, it's okay. The first one was pretty good. Oh, I completely forgot we injured him with the headshot, so... Yeah. Oh, well. I didn't have to worry about him going.
Reporting.
Now, here's something that's interesting. What kind of shots do we have with Lace Leaf? 60, 60, 60. Interest. What are... If I were to do this, what are... Long range +4. Can we jump down here again? No, I asked that last turn. It's not going to be, like, much better odds, I don't think. Problem is, I'm really worried we're going to start getting shot at, so I'm going to have to go someplace obscured. Because then, like, you know, the dragon's going to start sniping us. But we do at least have some armor to weather against it. Yes, we got a 75 if we jump down here. What if we jumped down here? 55. Bloody hell. That's so dicey. Alright, well, where would we go after this? I think we could probably jump one more time down into this little cubby and be completely obscured. So even though this is kind of risky, and that we're going to be standing in the open with 1 pip of evasion, I'm going to... Oh, actually, here we go. We can get 2. But not get our 75s. Bloody hell. Anyway, I think it's worth it, even though the dragon's probably going to shoot Lace Leaf. I think he's got the armor to weather a shot or 2, so here we go. The only thing I'm worried about is the heat, of course. And a fire. Oh, Centurion. 52, 75s across the board. Heat's getting up there, but let's do it.
He's going down.
Yes, he is. Yes, he is. Lace Leaf. Send him down, please.
I will make you suffer before you die.
Oh my god, Lace Leaf. Beautiful. This squad is just performing.
Yes,
I'm so glad Medusa's getting a role here. He's just being a cool guy about it, too. He was so, like, not instrumental up until this point. Here's the problem, though. He's super, super, super heated, right? What can we even do? Well, I do have a melee of 70. I don't really want to go meleeing dragons. I may... may just want to stand here and cool down a little bit, because he's got no good odds, right? I could just shoot like a little bit to get rid of some evasion. So we'd have a shot here with our dragon. Surf. If I'm going to do that, it looks like I'm probably going to want to shoot Victoria. Because first, she has less evasion, and second, we're going to have line of sight from Surf in our dragon to Victoria in her catapult. So let's just shoot like one thing up here just to get rid of the evasion. I'm not sure what. Missiles are probably the better bet, but that still generates a ton of heat. We can do that. 45%. I mean, sure. Let's go for it. We'll just stand still, keep the bulwark up. No precision strike. We'll save that so we're a little bit cooler. A fire hoe. You know, not much. I like how those ones just blow up there, but... Okay, Medusa taking hits. 22, 12, 2. It's the noise it makes, guys. That's the noise it makes. Now, meanwhile, Surf, you're up.
Let's do this.
What kind of range do you have on potentially shooting Victoria? 75, 75, AC5 LRM. I don't see any reason not to take that. You're in the cover back there. Presumably, though, she can shoot you. So... maybe we want to move. Nah, odds get lower. It's not really worth it. Let's just stay where we are. We have the cover from the steam vent. What's our odds over here? Target moved. Refire, +1. Yeah, okay. It's not so bad. I think it's worth it. A couple of decent shots. Fire. Ooh, hit for 45. Beautiful. And a bunch of nice missiles right in the noggin. Or more like the snout, I suppose that was. Look how confident she is in her catapult. Double particle cannons on Medusa. Only shot one, though, but structure exposed.
Yes, Commander.
We got a little bit of damage there in the right arm. Okay. All right, now we get to take every single character except for Medusa. Oh, no. Except for Surf before they get to do anything. So, what's the best odds of doing something? I may need to just do some overheats here. It may actually make it the easiest way to take these guys down. How many SRMs can I fire? Only 2 before we go into overheat. Yeah, anything else and we're overheating. Boy, a called shot right there. If we got all like 75s would be insane. What would that be? All 80s. Maybe even more if I got the precision strike up. Stomp? What are you up to? You are super hot right now. Okay, well, we can still shoot 2 lasers and an SRM. I don't see why not. Take off one of those things. Decent odds. Go for it. Nice. 30, 25 right in the face. Whole bunch of missile crits on the right torso, it looked like.
Commander.
Awaiting orders.
All right, Lace Leaf. What's your heat situation? Full-on 75s. Not bad. Not bad. I did want to think about jumping down, but at this point I almost want them to shoot Lace Leaf because he's got full armor. And if I jump down, I think we're then going to be in overheat territory. So, what if I were to precision over here like this? We're still at 80s. Yeah, I don't think it's worth it from the 75s. So let's just take the regular shots and stack on some damage and see where we're at.
Confirmed.
Medusa may have to go into overheat here. Woo! It's beautiful. It's beautiful. All right, what's the stability damage? Ooh, looking at like 65-ish or thereabouts. You know what I'm thinking? I don't know what these SRMs do for stability. 3 times 6. So, 18 apiece. If we hit them all, we could knock Victoria on the ground. And boy, wouldn't I like to capture a catapult, right? So I'm thinking it may be time to just go completely bonkers here. and do a cold shot with all the SRMs, all the lasers, the long-range missiles, everything. Where do we want to hit her? We can't call the head for some reason. Huh. Interesting. Yeah, we're going to overheat a lot, but I mean, we're already wounded here in the Kintaro. Kintaro wasn't really one of my, like, favorite things in the world. It's not that bad, though. 75, 75. I think probably particle cannons both sides. No, where's the MG ammo? He's got to have an MG ammo. Medium, let me guess, center torso? Yep. Actually a pretty smart place to put it in this instance. So particle cannons on both sides. Medium laser MG. What is this? Medium laser MG. So they're all basically the same. We'll just go for whatever. 75, 15, 75, 9. I guess we'll go for the right side, because why not, right? 30%, 30%, sure. There we go. This is going to be crazy. Medusa with a quintuple 85s and a 65 LRM on top to hopefully knock Victoria down and do a ton of damage. And overheat, like, to the max. Hopefully it's worth it. Oh, where'd your torso go? How's that knockdown treating you there, Victoria? You got a bit of a headache. Nice. That's 2 injuries, mind you. 2 injuries. So sure, Medusa's like on fire.
Damage.
We're on fire, but that's 2 injuries. Okay, 22 damage here in Medusa. God, look at him taking these missiles to the face while also on an inferno internally.
Hits, Commander.
Looking absolutely fantastic. Next up, Surf. That's going fantastic, Surf. You want to do some Russian things for me? Like, obliterate everybody? That'd be fantastic. What do we got over here? If I move... Okay, from where I am, what kind of shots do we have? Wow. 85, 75, 85. We're going to go into overheat, though. If I do all of these. I may not necessarily need the laser. I don't want to have everybody overheat, especially... I need some of these things for the next turn. If I want to try to actually capture this mech, the better plan would be to try to take out the other torso. But no chance on that happening. Center torso... Actually, if I hit that with just one laser... We'll get into the structure, and then I can crit the MG. So should I really be screwing around right now, trying to capture a catapult in its entirety? Should I really be doing that? Maybe, actually, because all of its guns are in its left arm, so I could completely neuter it and then just play around with it like a cat and a mouse or something. So let's do it. 28% called shot. We'll shoot everything but the extra laser. And we'll call it a day. I'm not expecting to kill it, but... You never know.
Engaging with target.
Nice. Surf hits for 45, 25. Oh, right torso destroyed. Pilot injured. That's 3. That's 3. 1 more on Victoria. And not only will we have knocked her down, we would have captured her alive. If that's part of the story. Yeah, she's got no weapons now. She's just a big dumb catapult who's trying to head ram us. That's hilarious. Okay. What's her structure? Center torso is actually very strong. We just need to destabilize her to knock her down. But here's the problem, right? Once they get this low and they got no weapons and nothing to do, God, that's beautiful. I think they're just gonna run around and brace, and then when they're braced, they take half stability damage. So it is very difficult to knock them down unless I get rid of the brace, of course, with a melee, and then I'd have to majorly destabilize them by putting a ton of rockets into them with a called shot to, like, the leg or something, trying to, like, miss their armor. It's going to be very difficult to knock Victoria down unless I do a bunch of melees. Because each one, I think each one does 45 stability. No, 55 stability. Oh. That's actually not bad. What am I doing over here with Marty? If he were to do that too, what's his stability? 45. So 55 and 45 is 100. I do double melees and we've got ourselves a mech. Assuming we don't double melee the center torso both times. And we've got ourselves a Victoria. The only problem is then we've got a dragon who can smash us while we're not in fortify in the slightest bit. So in what order should I do this with the double melees? Well, especially because we're both, like,
Yes, Commander.
we're all super overheated right now anyway, so this is a good time to do this. What happens if we don't knock it down, right? So then we'd have to have Lace Leaf to shoot it with missiles, I guess. Lace Leaf can also potentially shoot some missiles over here on this dragon, full-on 80s. However, that thing's in braced mode as well, so that's not ideal. Do we have any morale? No, we don't. All right, well...
Standing by.
There's only one way to do this, and it's the good way. We're going to expose our right side, which, by the way, is dead. So we're probably going to lose our right arm here to that dragon, and that's going to shoot through our torso, potentially ammo racking us and destroying the entire vehicle. But I'm feeling like Medusa is just like, hey, my name is Medusa, and I'm here to say I've been in the barracks this whole game. What the hell? Boom. Fantastic. Oh, I forgot. Right, yeah, because they were in brace. It was only, the 55 was halved. But they're out of brace now. So that's an important thing to note.
Waiting for orders.
So yeah, I think I'm going to do the same thing here with Stomp. We're going to go for this one's going to be a lot more melee damage, though. Not sure what I hit. Oh, I hit the center torso. Bloody hell. Awful. Alright, well. Let's go for the melee and pray to God we don't hit the center torso again. Anywhere else. Just hit a leg. Hit a leg. Marty, Stomp. Stomp on Victoria's face!
No!
Oh.
It's not possible! I can still win this!
Bloody hell. You had to punch her right in the torso. Why didn't you guys punch the legs?
Hostile eliminated.
I don't know how she can still win this. Isn't she, like, in the mech? It doesn't seem
Yes,
likely.
Commander. And
And then last but not least, it's going to be a little the old lace leaf shooting everything he can. Which is honestly probably not that much. We're going to have to cut one of these LRMs off. Fire!
Certainly.
I probably should have actually waited. Because then he would potentially have been out of brace. Although it seems to me like he has bulwark, but he's not using it, so he moves up. Oh, yeah, there's the big shots I was talking about of Medusa. Well, burning. Punching a catapult or whatever the heck it was. Oh, is he burning now too? Yeah, heat critical. Heat is critical.
Yes,
Surf,
boss.
you're up. You want to take some nice, easy peasy shots here? Just keep yourself from going in overheat mode, if at all possible. LRMs are good for the stability. I don't really want a dragon anymore. Shut that off. Both the lasers. Nope, we're going to get an overheat. That's fine. We'll just do this then. Decent enough. Or, you know what? Probably better off doing the LRMs. Yeah, let's do the LRMs and the AC-5. Fire!
Firing.
Thank you. Thank you for listening. Very good. Now, do I shoot this guy or what? Medusa, by the way, is still on fire and not having the best of days. Was shot in the leg with a little bit of a puncture there. You can, of course, go on vigilance with somebody. Can I do a melee? Yes, I can. Oh, yes, I can. Okay, let's pop a vigilance here in Medusa. Give this thing something to think about. Get right in its face and just, like, knock it into the next frigging... The next moon, I guess. I don't know. Either one. Oh, look at this burning mech. Burning mech waters. That was the right leg for 70. Unsteady. Huh. Lace
How
leaf.
might I help?
I hear you got these things called long-range missiles that do lots of stability damage. Should I... You've already overheated once, you know? What's another one? Is it necessary? Not really. Would it be awesome to knock that dragon on the ground? Yes. Is it necessary? No, I don't think so. Let's check really quick. Stability is 2 times 10. So we're gonna hit 20. Yeah, that's enough if we hit all of them. We should have enough, especially with these doing extra stability. So let's just fire. And I think this will be enough without the overheat. Should be, unless he gets really unlucky. Knockdown. Hey, dragon. How's it going? Pilot injured. All right.
Yes, Commander.
Already stomp. You want to do a stomp while the guy's on the ground? Can you do a called shot if you stomp? No, you can't. Do we have any ability to fire? We actually do. We could probably turn everything on if I wanted to. What would be the results of this? Let's just do it. I think the heat's going low enough that we could probably fire everything with a called shot and just, like, have a ridiculous time of it. Yes, we can. We can fire every single thing. Do I want to try to actually capture this? Well, first, LRM ammo, medium laser. I'd love to take that off. What's on the other arm? Medium laser. AC-5 ammo. AC-5. I'd like to take that down the most. Maybe I should go for the double mechs. I don't really... I don't know. 28, 15... This is the smarter move here with all this damage. The torso, get rid of the AC-5. It's the scariest thing. I mean, also, once we break through that armor, we've got all the ammo. I know this has less armor on it, But whatever, we got 1 billion damage. Here we go. Amazingly, every single gun at 85s. Marty Stomp, have some fun, friend. Oh my god, right torso destroyed, pilot injured. Would someone like to kill the left torso by chance?
Yes, Commander.
Surf, yeah, okay, perfect. Surf's up for it. Should I move up now and get better odds? Maybe. How far can I can actually move very far with Surf, to the point that our odds... Well, he'd probably overheat at that point. Yeah, we're probably better off just shooting him from here, because I bet he's gonna... He is overheating. Why is everything on? Because of the heat? Yeah. Should I do the LRMs and go for the other torso? 28%. Yeah, I think so. Let's go for it. Fire. Fire. Left torso, sir. Oh, he got it. Ammo. Boom. Left torso. Pilot injured. Another ammo rack. Good lord. We hit this thing one more time. Wait a minute. He's got no legs now. I mean, arms, rather. All they can do is melee us. Oh, God. Medusa, no! Nice. Medusa takes a freaking ramming from a dragon. Just standing there like, what are you doing? I'm Medusa, fucking sakes. I am Medusa. Oh, look at that leg. 55%. All right, here's what I want to do. I don't want to fire at his torso. Don't have a cold shot. I don't want to overheat. I think we're just going to do another melee. But the question is, where? Let's try to aim over here for the right leg. So, that would be on this side. So we're going to do a melee. We're going to do the melee from over here and go for the right leg. Alright, here we go. Medusa. Ramming speed. Punch that leg! Oh, no, punched him actually right in the torso. That's kind of like not what I wanted. He is unsteady now. So we could knock him down as long as we don't punch him in the torso. Oh, yeah, we're fine. We're fine. We've got this dragon, guys. We have got this dragon. Marty Stomp, you want to go do some stamps? Do you want to go do some stamps? Because now's the time. Now is the time for Marty Stomp to give us a full health dragon. Oh, what the? Come on, you actually did stomp at his shoulder. Oh, 20 extra damage. Knocked out, he did it, Marty Stomp! Thank you, friends. Alright, so what definitely just happened there was that the game froze, I guess, and then, wouldn't you know, it doesn't have autosaves for the tactical layer. So I had to replay the entire mission, which I did the next day, this morning actually. And it worked out mostly the same, except I incapacitated the pilot of the dragon and the Centurion, and I think either the Shadowhawk or maybe it was something else. I forget. So there's 3 incapacitated mechs this time, but this time Marty Stomp got 2 head injuries and took quite a beating. So I'm not exactly sure what's going on, because in the middle of recording I got a crushing headache and I had to go lay down. Like really, like probably worst headache I've ever had. And now it's like 6 hours after I just played it a second time, so I have no idea what's going on. This mission is just a giant whirlwind of chaos and misery. But we did beat it. I did capture the dragon. Everyone's alive. Let's keep going. Mission successful, Commander. Nicely done. Dr. Murid, does the Argo have an empty storeroom that could serve as a makeshift brig? I'm sure that something could be arranged, Lady Arano. Then arrange it, and get a lock on Lady Espinosa's ejection pod. She's coming with us.
Mission successful.
Whew, alright. That was actually a pretty cool mission the first time. I really did not want to, like, re-record the second time, because I felt like the first time was really awesome, but I kind of forget it now. I mean, for you guys, it's going to be super fresh in your mind, but it felt so cinematic. I remember Medusa really stuck out as the key all-star MVP player there. Marty Stomp is super awesome there as well. But, yeah, I can't quite exactly remember. So frustrating. So frustrating. One thing I learned, definitely make a hard save before you end any missions. Oh, God. 90 minutes of gameplay I had to redo. But, yeah, whatever. It's fine. It was actually still fun the second time, so let's roll. Destroy, destroy, destroy. Mercenary review board, 194. We're almost there. One more mission. Arano Restoration, we're like a billion over 100 apparently. Morale's up to 41 now. That's coming along. Mission complete payout $2 million. It's like a 1970s ransom. You kidding me? So this is what I don't know what happened the first time, but this is what happened the second time. I think Medusa took some overheat damage to really lay into something. I remember the first time either Laceleaf or Surf had to overheat, but this time they didn't. Neither one of them took even a scratch. And Marty got hammered. 2 lucky missile headshots on him, but he's only out for 27 days, which is actually really nice. Really, really nice. And then he also got shot a whole bunch. He got sniped. He was just tanky. He took a huge beating there. Look at this. 15 out of 55. 6 out of 55. His torso is down to 64 out of 70. Yeah. I wish I knew exactly how this would have worked out for the first playthrough. But either way, I'll take it. This time around, Laceleaf got 4 kills on Mechs. Surf got 2. Marty got 0, and it looks like Medusa got 2. But I definitely, Medusa stood out in my mind. He's a very good replacement now, I think, for Marty, since Marty's going to be out for a little while. And he's a defender as well, so looking good. Now, let's see what I actually got. So, this time around, I did incapacitate the Centurion, so I got all 3 of those if I wanted. I did do the Dragon again. That was just luck. The last 2 shots, like, blew off both of its things. I only got the one. I want the Firestarter so bad. What was the other thing? The Wolverine is what I incapacitated. Now, I don't know what the Wolverine is. God, there's so many mechs on this one. It's insane. I don't know what to pick. All right, so for one, I kind of desperately want this Firestarter, but I feel like by the time I get it, I'm not going to care anymore, but I'm still going to take it. Where the hell did it go? What just happened? Oh, it's still here. I see. I guess I dragged it in between the 2 things, and then there's so many things here, it reset it way down to the bottom. Now, if I want, I could get a whole new free dragon. However, I can also pick up a Centurion. I think I'd almost rather have the Centurion, because the dragon's a heavy mech, and it doesn't seem to be all that great at that rate. Great at that rate. The Centurion, however, will give me, if I grab 2 of those, will give us another space to grab something else. I'm not too keen. I don't know anything about the Wolverine. I kind of want to... Let's take a look here. So, 55 tons, medium, 5 jumps, 3 missiles, 1 laser. Flexible in terms of weaponry, ranges, tending somewhat more towards closer engagement. Ooh, 3 missiles. I wonder if I could do, like, SRMs and a couple... Oh, they only do 1 laser. Doesn't seem all that great based on my complete lack of info on it. So, what I'm going to do is, let's finish up our Centurion. So, we'll do 2 of those. I wonder if I should... select this loot based on the first time the mission completed and just take the dragon, because that's what I would have done, I think. But it worked out differently the second time, so I'm not really sure like how to properly merge my save scum / Iron Man intentions. But regardless, let's grab the catapult. I think that seems kind of interesting. 4 lasers, 4 support, and 2 long range. I don't know. I think that'll be fun. And there we go. Let's see what we get on the bonus as well. We've got 12 additional things. Any cool guns here? Actually, arm mod plus 15 melee. That's actually not that much. For 4 tons, really. I mean, most of the heavy mechs or whatever are doing like 95 damage. So I guess it's, you know, it can make the difference between breaking something off and not. But I don't feel like I really particularly care about that too much. I don't have anyone that really does melee enough to bother. I mean, I want to have someone who does that, but I just don't feel like it's super necessary just yet. Oh god, you know who could really use that? Is my little Firestarter. But to do that, I'd have to give up the catapult or give up a Centurion, and I do feel like I want another mech. We'll let the arm mod go. Or will we? I won't let the arm mod go. You know what? Let's get rid of the catapult. It's so much more money. But who cares about a catapult? Who cares about a catapult? It's just a tank that's probably not even that good, or a mech, rather. All right, let's take the honor mod. You know why? Because I want it for my personal Firestarter. Assuming I can even use it, I'm not sure. Tonnage 4. Nah, I can't use that for my Firestarter. No way I'll be able to hold it. We'll take the catapult. And confirm. What do we get? Catapult, Centurion, Centurion. We got 1 Commando, 1 Dragon, 1 Panther, and 1 Wolverine. Wow. Well, that's just a smorgasbord. And we did not get the arm mod, unfortunately. All right. 14 million in value, though. Getting rich. Family reunion. In orbit. I didn't see where we were, though. Victoria, I've been waiting 3 years for this. Are you enjoying your cell? I had it assembled just for you. Like how she has white hair in stark contrast to her with black hair. And she's like super white in contrast to her with like super dark. Gloat all you like, cousin. Your victory will be short-lived. Your pathetic little army may have carried you this far, but if you think that you can challenge the core systems, you're sadly mistaken. Our glorious army will grind your restoration to a bloody pulp. Save me the lecture and tell me what you were doing on Anvelt. Your father rules the directorate. You should be in a tower somewhere, not on the dusty little moon, guarding a smuggling ship. Smuggling ship? Is that what Corrosis thought the New Grange was? Is that what he told you? Oh, you poor dear fool. I would tell you what you've just done, but I want to spoil the surprise. You'll find out yourself soon enough. We need to have a talk with Lord Corrosis. In due time. For now, I would have words with my cousin. Victoria, I loved you like a sister, and you betrayed me. Your father held a knife to my back, and you helped him push it in. I need to understand why. If you'd ever really listened to him, you'd already know. He tried to teach you, cousin, to set you on a path to strength and prosperity. But you spat on his efforts and forced his hand, and mine along with it. Forced your hand? Mastiff is dead because of you. Our mentor, the man who taught you to pilot a mech. You put him in a camp and left him to rot. Thousands of Oregon dead lie piled at your feet. The price of strength and our nation's future. For the glory of the Reach, I'd pay it 100 times over. You seem to be confusing wanton cruelty for strength. They aren't the same thing. The destruction of your lance should have taught you that. Little Lord Madeira, still my cousin's favorite pet, I see. I wonder if that pretty jaw of yours is as fragile as it looks. One of these days, we'll have to find out. What is with this girl? Just going around wantonly insulting everyone. Let's do the Frontier Freelancer. You remind me of a war criminal I tangled with when I was working the Frontier. She wound up in a cage, too. I'll break any cage you put me in, Xwynns, and then I will hunt you down. Our teacher's death will look mild by comparison. You will do nothing but rot in your cage. Your story is over, Victoria. You've lost. Is that what you think? Do you honestly believe my father hasn't planned for this? My capture means nothing. The jaws of our trap are already closing around your neck. You're just too blind to see it. Yeah, let's see. For such a genius, your old man is losing an awful lot of ground. You doubt him at your peril. My father bends everyone to his will. The rimward periphery nations, the successor states, everyone. You don't know what I've done for our people, the sacrifices I've had to make. You understand nothing, and you never will. You've already lost this war, cousin. You'll die screaming, and your restoration will die with you. I've heard enough, Mr. Oliveira. Cut her off the comm. What do you want to do with her, Lady Arano? The Argo isn't a prison. She can't stay here. No, she can't. Lord Corrosis lost a daughter on Weldry, and we weren't there to help him. I can't undo that wrong, but I can give him justice. We will transfer Lady Victoria into his custody to be held until I say otherwise. That sounds super dangerous and super stupid, but your call, Lady Arano. We'll set a course for Smithin when we're ready. Conversation's over, people. Let's get back to work. Mending fences. In orbit. Anvelt. Lady Arano. My staff has taken Lady Espinosa into custody. She is being escorted to her cell as we speak. A kinder fate than she deserves, perhaps. But I will adhere to the terms of our arrangement. While she remains in my custody, she will not be harmed. You are an honorable man, Lord Corrosis. One day I hope to earn your support. You already have it. What you've done today feels like justice, Lady Arano. Of a kind I never thought I'd live to see. Are you a debt of thanks as well, Commander Xwynns? You did a yeoman's job on the New Grange. She will never darken our skies again. Lady Victoria claims that you are wrong, Lord Corrosis, that the New Grange wasn't a smuggling ship. Of course she does. She's a liar and a betrayer. You can't trust her at her word, Commander Xwynns. I'm gonna just play devil's advocate. What if she's telling the truth? Doesn't matter if she is. Whatever the ship's provenance, the new range was important enough that Director Espinosa had his own daughter standing sentry over her refueling site. You sent the ship to hell and deprived Espinosa of something he deemed valuable. I count that as a win, Commander Wins. Alright, well, if I were you, I'd make sure to keep an armed guard outside Victoria's cell at all times. She'll be dangerous, even in captivity. Don't worry, Commander. I know who I'm dealing with, and the appropriate precautions have been taken. Lady Victoria will be quite secure until Lady Arano is ready to reclaim her. Glad to be of service now. What's that you're going to do for us, eh? Yes, of course. Let me discuss your recompense. Your chief engineer tells me that she's found a hidden data archive on your ship and that you need my help to open it. It sounds to be quite the mystery. More than a mystery to me, Lord Garosis. My father believed that the Argo held something of great value, but he died before he could see it. I need to know what's on that drive, and you're the only one in the Reach who can open it for me. Better, perhaps, that I give you the means to open it yourself. I will have a device sent to your ship, an electronic code breaker of advanced design. Given enough time, it'll chew through any encryption, even yours. Ancestry, deep periphery. With respect, I'm surprised that Periphery Lord even has access to such a device. I was just as surprised when I received it. High Lord Tamati himself delivered it to me. He told me that it had been discovered in the possession of a Comstar Precentor who had died in Aurigan space. What she was doing with it, I will never know. Interesting. What I do know is that your father would want you to have this, Kamea. He'd be quite proud of the leader you have become. Thank you, Lord Carosis. Simon. It means more to me than I can say. Speaking of proud fathers, do you have any news to share about your son? Has his condition improved since last we spoke? Somewhat, my lady. Otto's road to recovery will be long and difficult. The Directorate did something to his mind on weldry. I still don't have a clear picture of what, but the damage is both physical and mental. In truth, I fear that my boy has been damaged irreparably, and that the Otto I knew is gone, but I cling to the hope that someday, the son that I remember will return to me. He will, Simon. I know it. Otto is young and strong, and House Carosis is nothing if not resilient. I'm afraid that I must take my leave of you now. I have forces to marshal and plans to make, but please keep me apprised of Otto's condition. Alright, slight interlude here. Whenever someone says they know someone else will be okay, I want to punch them in the face! Like, stop lying. Friggin' doofus. Like, you're literally lying to make someone feel good. It's just like, so how do lies make people feel good? I mean, I understand, but it's dumb. Anyway, stuff like, whenever I see this in, like, writing, I get, like, detached from the story, because it's all, like, wibbly-wobbly. I mean, they're probably eventually just going to tell me that I'm the hero, and I did all the good stuff in the world. Yay! Anyway, let's continue. I will, my lady. Farewell to you, and know that you have earned the support of House Carosis. What you've done today doesn't erase the past, but perhaps we can still write the course of our people's future. For my part, I am willing to try. Thank you, Lord Carosis, and welcome to the Restoration. Together, we will fix what my uncle has broken. I swear it. Hey, Commander. I've put the code-breaking device that we got from Lord Carosis to work in our mystery archive, and now I'm watching a progress bar climb really slowly. I'll give you a heads up when it's finished. Probably 2 missions, I'm gonna guess, because it seems like...
you wanted is back online.
It's always 2 missions? Alright, you got another Centurion. We already have one from before, so we can go deck that out. So my thinking about this is, if I was trying to, like, retake a throne and liberate something, I would be super careful of blowing up anything that looked like anything that wasn't a military target. Because that is, like, any sort of smart, cunning dictator would set that as a trap for propaganda purposes. But we'll see. We'll see if it pans out like that. Ooh, I get myself a nice little 3-star challenge over here in Enkra. Oh, and Zangle, too. Oh, and Bringdom. And Ichlangus. Okay, cool. So once you do the plot missions, all the regions that appears on the entire map go up in difficulty. Yeah, Bellerophon used to be 1/2 star. Now it's 1.5. Interesting. This is perfect, because I wanted to do something that was... I wanted to be in a 3-star region. Brian's Fate's 3-star. Weldry's 2.5. Panzer is up to 2.5. And where we are down here, it's Smithen's only 2.5. I kind of want to just do, like, the most difficult ones. Mech-dur is up to 3. A travel contract to get there. They may have some more stuff. Now, I don't know when they redo the store inventories. What do we got over here? LRM 15 plus plus. That might be worth buying. Gyro plus 2 hit defense. So that's like minus 10% to be hit at all times with 0 weight. That is crazy. That is absolutely crazy. I actually might want to buy that because if I could stick that... what is this right here? Is that the slot? Requires 3 slots. Where does that go? I would kind of want to put that in my little light tank. If I am going to ever use the fire starter, I'm going to need something like that. And quite frankly, for $1 million, that seems like the best thing I can invest in. But for right now, let's take a quick look at the contracts. So if we want to stay here, we can do a 3-star mission. Another battle in the Badlands for 800,000. And then I can immediately take the prisoner over here. This includes contract travel to Mector for 14 days. That's even less money, but not too much. Ooh, 5 max salvage. Ooh, that would be beautiful. But that's an escort. Oh, God. Escorts are awful. I guess I can probably get through one. Tundra, I do like the cold, that's for sure. What are we doing over here? Badlands again. Yeah, I think I just want to do this mission. Stubborn surrender. Commander, we can't underestimate these old-timers, but fortunately we can expect poorly maintained mechs. Ah! Alright, I'm going to guess there's going to be 4 heavies then, at least. That'll be pretty fun. Let's go see in the mech bay what we have. I will do that mission, because we're right here. It's 3 stars. I want to do at least, at a minimum, 3-star stuff. Yeah, we got another Centurion. I don't know. What's happening into the old one? It's, the Goliath's getting rebuilt. Oh, you know what's happening to the old one is it's going to be rebuilt in 55 days is what's happening to it. Because it got really, really, really beaten up. I wouldn't mind... taking a look at this one again really quick. Alright, I'm gonna have to mess around with this for a little bit and see what I want to do. Alright, here's the plan. I'm just gonna quickly repair the Kintaro. It's only gonna take 3 days. I'm gonna bump that up to #1 priority. We're gonna wait for those 3 days, then we'll do that mission. For a fight, the reason being that I need a tank. And that's the only kind of tank spec thing I have. We're gonna have to also bring the Dragon, the Centurion, and the Shadowhawk, all of which are long range. So we got missiles over here. This one's like AC-10 long-range missiles, and the Dragon is, of course, AC-5 long-range missiles. So I'm thinking that's a good idea. The Vindicator as well, I'm just going to go for a straight repair on it. It's going to take 5 days. We'll bump that up as well. Put it right behind the Kintaro. Looks good to me. And that's about it. I was thinking on the Kintaro of dropping some... like some lasers and adding some heat sinks so we can actually fire the short-range missiles consecutively, but I'm going to wait for that because right now I just want to get it done as fast as possible to go do this mission as fast as possible. And I kind of don't really want to talk to anyone right now, so I'll do that in the next episode, but I think we're pretty much done. I'm almost positive that I'm going to buy that $1 million evasion gyro. It's only plus, but God, that would be so... that's like... this is what's going to enable me, I think, to use the fire starter. Because I was thinking, like, by the time I get to the fire starter, I won't care about it. But extra defense all the time, yes, that'll get me. That'll get me to be a lot more, not safe, but secure in using it. Let's go to the barracks really quick. I just want to see when I can get my next point of evasion. So I want to be out for another 78 days. And I don't get my next point of evasion until... oh, that's piloting? Okay, never mind. Let's get off of it. Is it right here, actually? You can move after shooting if it has not moved yet. No, at some point you get another max evasion. I don't know exactly where it is. Maybe it's this one right here because I've already gone up that far. Then we get... maybe it's the last one? But either way, +2 evasion, we can move to pick up 6 pips. Plus we'll automatically have that one by default, which is 7, I think. Effectively. Not the one by default, the gyro. It'll reduce their chance to hit. So yeah, everything, if we run full speed in the fire starter, we'll have a 70% defense everywhere we go. That's insane. Anywho, let's go wait 3 days here, see if any events or whatever pop up in the meantime. 1, 2, 3. Oh, don't go another day. Perfect. And also, when we come back, we get our structural repair system, and then we can go for another upgrade, which is probably going to be these things here to get my mechs going faster in the mech bay. All right. That was a pretty awesome mission, I will say. After the last 2 missions, I was kind of worried that things were going awry. But no, we're good. Everything's fine. Let's go crush another lance, shall we? And then we'll fly off to... before we go there, what region is this? Mector? I know that's 3 strength difficulty, but... 3 skull difficulty. What's about the one we're in? Ah, the one we're in now is 2.5. So once we come over here, we should be seeing 3.5, maybe even 4. So that'll be good, I think. But I don't want to pass up on a nice 3-star battle right here in the open while I have the opportunity. So once we're returning, stubborn surrender. But until then, thanks for watching, and I'll see you soon. Oh, where'd your torso go? How's that knockdown treating you there, Victoria? You got a bit of a headache. 2 injuries. So sure, Medusa's like on fire. We're on fire, but that's 2 injuries. Okay, 22 damage here in Medusa. God, look at him taking these missiles to the face while also on an inferno internally.